Well, guys, both the All Blacks and Springboks teams have been named. Now, look, guys, in this video, I'm going to run through the lineups and some talking points on both the All Blacks and the Springboks. Look, firstly, starting with the All Blacks. Front row, Tamati Williams, Cody Taylor, Tyrell Lomax. Guys, for me, not too many surprises there. With Ethan de Groot injured, it was probably always going to be Tamati Williams starting at that loose head position. And yeah, they're probably the form front rowers for the All Blacks right now. So hopefully they go well. Locks, Scott Barrett, Tupu Vai. Again, no surprises from me there. They're the form locks, and certainly they've got the most test experience at that level. So loose forwards for the All Blacks, Ethan Blackadder, Sam Cane, and Artie Sevilla. Yeah, a couple of talking points there for me. I think, whether or not Samapini Finau should start in this game over Ethan Blackadder. I just wonder if at times Samapini Finau is more physical with his ball carries than Ethan Blackadder. But Ethan Blackadder is just kind of one of those players. He just hits everything, isn't he? He's almost like the South African Schalk Burger back in the day. He just smashes into everything and huge work rate. And then look, Sam Cane, wowee, he's starting in that open side flanker position. So huge opportunity for him, and guys, it could be one of his last starts in the All Blacks ever. So I'm sure he's going to want some revenge after the World Cup final last year as well. 9-10, TJ Perenara, Damien McKenzie, not too many surprises there. They're both in good form from me. So 12-13, Geordie Barrett, Rico Ioane. Yeah, I wondered if they might put Anton Leonard-Brown in at 13, but yeah, look, Rico Ioane played well in the Argentina game at Eden Park, so give him another opportunity. And then in the back three, Caleb Clark, Will Jordan, and Beauden Barrett. To me, Beauden Barrett and Will Jordan were always going to be named in the starting lineups, but I was surprised, and guys, let me know your thoughts on this, but I thought they might go for Mark Talia over Caleb Clark, but the key thing I can sense there is maybe Caleb Clark brings that real physicality, doesn't he? So maybe on attack, the All Blacks are going to have a focus where they're going to take it to the line and then maybe have Caleb Clark come in and do some pick and goes just to really test that Springbok defence. It'll be interesting though, guys. Anyway, reserves, Safoa Mua, Ofatunga Fasi, and Fletcher Newell. Yeah, not too many surprises there. They're probably the next best front rowers available in New Zealand. So 19, Sam Derry, Samapini Finau, and Cortez Ratama. So yeah, look, if Sam Derry gets on, it's going to be a brutal test for him and certainly a real eye-opener into the physicality at international level with the Springboks. Cortez Ratama, look, he is playing brilliant rugby, isn't he? And yeah, so again, it'll be another real eye-opener for him. And then Anton Leonard-Brown and Mark Talia in their 22, 23 positions. So not too many surprises there. Oh, guys, I'll be interested to know when they'll look to inject Mark Talia, though, because he could be really dangerous as an impact player, particularly if the Springboks forwards are a bit tired later in the game. So that'll be interesting anyway, guys. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this All Blacks team that's named for Sunday, 3 a.m. in the morning. Guys, moving on, looking at the Springboks team, and I heard there's some injuries in the camp, so there may still be some further changes by the coaches there. But anyway, their team named Ox Nish, Bongi Manambi, and Franz Malherbe in the front row. Interesting for me, guys, I thought they might have started Malcolm Marx. I think at the moment he's the best hooker in the world. But again, that Bongi Manambi, he is a serious specimen, isn't he? And he is a real talent. So there's likely maybe not a lot of difference between them, potentially, you know. And yeah, a real brutal front row that will definitely test this All Black scrum. 4 and 5, Peter Steff du Toit, Ruan Norge. So again, it'll be interesting to see if Peter Steff still starts at lock or if they do make some further changes. And then in the loose forwards, Sia Khaleesi, Ben Jason Dixon, and Jasper Wees. So obviously Ben Jason Dixon, he's only got three caps, relatively new to international rugby, but look, certainly Sia Khaleesi and Jasper Wees are absolutely world-class loose forwards. So they'll definitely test the All Blacks with those two at the breakdown. 19, yeah, Kobus Reinach and Sasha Feinberg. Yeah, I was interested by this. I thought they probably would have started Andre Pollard, but look, this Sasha, he's relatively new to Test match rugby, but from what I've seen of him, he is a real player for the future, real natural talent, doesn't he? And real running ability. And just his running, passing, game management. He's a real dynamic footballer, isn't he? 12-13, Damien de Allende, Jesse Creel. Yeah, not too many surprises there. That's who I thought that they would start with at 12-13. And then in the back three, Kurt Learonce, Cheslin Colby, and Afeli Fussy. So Afeli Fussy, yeah, 6 Test caps, are relatively new to Test rugby, but that is a very, very good back three for the Springboks. Looking at their substitutes, Malcolm Marx, Gerhard Steenkamp, Vincent Koch, Marco van Stuyden, Elright Lowe, and Quagga Smith, Grant Williams, and then Andre Pollard. Yeah, some real firepower in that Springboks bench, isn't there? Look, some brutal forwards to come on, probably at that 50, 60 minute mark, I imagine. The likes of Malcolm Marx and Vincent Koch. And then, look, Andre Pollard, if things, don't go that well for Sasha in the game, maybe they'll probably just bring on Andre Pollard relatively soon. And look, he's absolutely world class, if not the best first five in the world at the moment, isn't he? So yeah, and Quagga Smith, he's a really talented loose forward as well, isn't he? He's definitely world class. So yeah, their subs, they've got the bomb squad plus some brutal physicality, and then Andre Pollard for some late kicking or just for a bit of an impact if needed. So yeah. In terms of styles of play that I think, I don't think there's too much out of the blue. I think the All Blacks are probably going to be playing the style that everyone thinks that they're going to need to play to beat the Box. Take them on physically, play at speed, find space, accumulate some points against the Springboks and apply some pressure. I think that lineup, it'll be interesting to see how the Springboks play. Certainly, I'm expecting some real physicality, especially with their set piece and in those areas with the forwards they have. But certainly with Sasha at first five, they may play a lot more expansively than they previously have. So that'll be interesting. And then maybe if things don't go to plan, or maybe the Springboks will just change halfway through and then tighten things up and just have that raw physicality with set-piece dominance. We'll look for set-piece dominance and rolling mauls and look to dominate the All Blacks that way. So multiple styles that the Springboks can play and really interesting. But the big thing I thought of this morning, guys, and let me know your thoughts on this, but look, I just hope for a real, genuine, cracking game of rugby. No cards, and, the team that wins plays with some fire and wins it by scoring tries or accumulating points. So, guys, I can't wait for the game, and good luck to both teams. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and add any further comments you think about the teams named. Cheers.